Fire Emblem. Engage!
Hello friends, this is Access. Welcome back to Chapter 12 of this Fire Emblem Engage Anything Goes Maddening LTC. This video is slightly delayed because we got lost in the Somme Desert. We're not that lucky to find some cranes pretending to be a local, so as you can see, Cap and I are separated once again. Let me give a quick summary of what we did in our base before setting off this new adventure. We instantly promote Ivy into her special advanced class Lindwurm, which is one of the strongest classes in the game thanks to its high magic, unconstrained mobility, and access to warp and rescue staves. Because this is an LTC, we're not particularly worried about hit rates. At the same time, we also wrapped up a flying onigiri by letting Kagetsu take the direct lance class from Edelgard. Tired of being easily one-shot as a samurai, Kagetsu decides to put down his sword and become a stronger lance and axe Wyvern Knight. We would like to reclass Socrates as well, but philosophers are stubborn, so he's going to stick with his shady ideology for a little longer, or maybe forever. Apart from these class changes, we also trained Kagetsu as Lin, even though he just wanted to ask her out at every opportunity. I imagine Kagetsu would take Lin to an onigiri place, but that's probably doomed from the start because she's more into meatballs than rice balls. At least, Kagetsu was able to learn Speed plus 2 from chasing her down the street. Kagetsu and Ivy also inherited Lineage for faster XP gain. Even though we lost 6 emblems to Daddy, the new emblems that we acquire in mid-game will also be amazing. Between the two that we already have, Lin fixes any speed issues and has one of the best engage attacks when used in the right hands. Whereas Lucina will provide incredible utility through Bounded Shield and insane XP through Parthia. Back to Chapter 12 preps, we gave a bunch of tonics for our units to reach KO benchmarks. Some of these could be covered by a suitable meal, but we didn't rig the meal to save time and because we don't want to gain any defense from the meal, which will make sense later. Chloe puts on Edelgard once again and equips a Lucina Engraved Fensalir for this clear. She also absorbs another red candy and green book that we just found in the ancient well. Let's go! To start off this one-turn clear, Chloe Raging Storms the nearest sword fighter and canters toward top left, where the enemies are too far for our other units to reach. The unpromoted axe fighter there is programmed to move toward the villagers in enemy phase, so we must kill him now.
Alright.
After being healed by Alear with Physic, Chloe kills that guy with Fensalir, which also baits the warrior on her right to break her with Steel Axe instead of shooting her with Steel Bow. This will let her kill on counter as long as she dodges. Chloe cannot counter the sword fighter toward her top right, but Bune the chef will have him cooked. Well, in truth, Bune is still Bune, and he was cooked himself by getting double critted. Fogado had to save the day. Citrinne records another kill by using Dire Thunder for the first time in this run. We went in and out of battle so many times to find those S-ranked bound rings in the 6th banner position, and we will not let them go to waste. Kagetsu also kills and puts himself in range of the remaining enemies down there. He doubles all of them thanks to Speed plus 2 skill and Speedtaker. Finally, Ivy silences the Wolf Knight for 20 XP, which is a lot more than what she will get from killing the enemies in the middle of the map. Ember and Diamant follow suit and grab some staff XP as well. The remaining enemies will suicide to Chloe, Ivy, and Kagetsu in enemy phase, which is not super interesting. Let me however mention that recently Ningpo and I discovered a one-turn clear of this map without DLC bonuses. The main change relative to this clear is to replace Raging Storm with 2 drawbacks and a warp by Pendrio in order to teleport someone to deal with the top left enemies. In addition, as Kagetsu does not have access to the direct lance class, he cannot go Wyvern yet and has to be replaced by Zolkov to handle the bottom enemies. For once, the philosopher puts his ideas into action. Ningpo's video will be linked in the description. Back to this clear, the monk suicides to Chloe even though he only deals 1 damage. That is why we cannot have Chloe gain more defense from meals, tonics, or the imminent level up. Anyways, that is chapter 12 cleared in 1 turn. I will see you again when I find my way out of this desert.